So totally forgot to start this at the beginning, so I'm just gonna go back here and whoever's watching the video because you missed class for a lesson or whatever, copy this down. Radius is from the center of the circle to a point on the circle. Diameter, 2 points on the circle going through the center. That's what pi is, and circumference is the distance around. Now we're going to get to where we have, what's wrong with this thing? The green light is on. Why doesn't it work? Drop it on the floor. All right. So, there are two formulas that help. There's two formulas. There's two formulas. What's wrong with this thing? Yeah, the recording. If I just talk loud. What's wrong? A bird flew down. A bird flew through the window, Carter. Okay, I'm back. The formula to find the circumference is C stands for circumference equals pi d. Pi times the diameter. Okay? The other formula to find circumference revolves around radius. How many radius make a diameter? How many radius? Thank you, Kate. So you could also use 2 pi r because 2 times r is the same as d. Okay? All right. Remember that a radius is half the diameter, otherwise known as 2 radius is 1 diameter. So we're going to practice calculating circumference using these two formulas. I have no idea what's wrong with my microphone. All right, Big Ben is a famous clock tower in London, England. The diameter of the clock face is 23 feet. I'm going to remember from the beginning of the year because this is a lot of words. So I want to circle my important numbers. The Queen wants new tiles around the outside of the clock face. How many feet of tiles will need to be purchased? So we're going to underline the question. What's the question? Yeah.
How many feet of tiles will need to be purchased?
I'm just going to write how many feet because that's all I want to know, right? But you're correct, okay? So, how about some key words? Keywords. How many is in every question? Where?
Outside of.
Yeah, around the outside, because this tells me I want the
Perimeter.
otherwise known in a circle as circumference. I'm going to use the formula C equals pi d. I want to know the distance around. Okay? I like to label my circle. Here's the clock face, and we want 23 is the diameter. I was wondering where the people were. Okay? So I like to draw my diameter because if I can see something, it goes into my brain a lot better. So I recommend this, and I'm going to write d equals 23. Now I can easily plug into my formula. I'm missing a d, so I'm going to plug 23 in place of d. C equals pi times 23. Hey, pi is a number, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I can multiply a number times a number. I'm just going to open up my calculadora here, and I'm going to type in pi 23. You can do it too.
Pi.
Enter. Oh.
Pi 23.
Yeah, click that double arrow to turn it into a decimal. And we're going to round to the nearest 10. This is 72.10. 72.3. Okay, that's the time.
72.
So the circumference equals 72.3. 72.3 what? Feet. That was our question. How many feet? 72.3 feet. So we're probably gonna put your cursor 73 feet, right? All right, so that's how you do it. Let's take a look at the next question. I'm sure I can move this. Maybe not. You measure the radius of a pool to be 12 feet wide. The radius, okay? So center of the pool out. The radius is 12. R equals 12. What is the circumference? As soon as I see what is the circumference, I'm going to write C equals pi d. I could also, because this is giving me radius, I could do C equals 2 pi r. Because remember, 2 radius make a diameter, right? I'm going to show you both. All right, so circumference of the swimming pool runs to the nearest 10. This is a number. Do I know D? I don't, but I do know R. And how many R's make a D? So diameter is 24. And now I can plug that in here. Pi times 24. Pi 24. Double arrow. 75.4 equals 75.4 what? Feet. Now, if you chose to use the pink formula, C equals 2 pi r, I want to show you how that works. What's your radius? 12. So I could write C equals 2 pi times 12. What's 2 times 12? 24 pi. Look, same thing. So it doesn't matter which formula, mind blown, right? It doesn't matter which formula you use, you just have to know that relationship between radius and diameter. Yeah. If a radius is 12, which we were given, remember a diameter is 2 radius together. And that's why I got 24. Radius and diameter. Remember up here I wrote 2 radius equal 1 diameter. So if I know one of them is 12, 2 of them is 24.
So why don't we do that for
I could have, but they gave me a diameter, and the formula pi d just fits right in there. So I didn't need to deal with that. I could do c equals 2 pi r, but then I'd have to figure out r. What's half of 23, guys?
12.5. 11.5.
11.5. Agreed? So this would be 2 pi times 11.5. But guess what? 2 pi 11.5 is 72.3. It's the exact same thing.
So we can do either.
And I did
It's like I've given you too much information.
Can we do either
Oh
or?
my God. You can do either or. Yeah.
I just did both.
Good job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I'll take the both.
Okay. So now you're me, and you want to put lights around the pool, because that's pretty at night. So you want to put them 3 feet apart, all right? So I want one here, I want to put them all the way around. What measurement goes all the way around? The circumference. So I'm going to take 75.4, and how am I going to decide how many lights I need? Who else? Who else is here today? Yes?
You do divide by 3.
Divide by 3. And that's going to tell me how many lights to go to rows and by. 75.4 divided by 3 is 25.1. 1/10. Is that a big deal? No. So I'm not going to buy 26 lights. I'm going to buy 25 lights. Remember the question asked how many lights, it didn't say how many feet or anything like that, so make sure you label correctly.
What is that?
Well, you could, but if you're thinking about it, like, and you're placing these, 0.1 is like a tiny bit, so I could switch 2 lights in there instead. I could. Okay. All right. Uh-oh, next one's tough.
What is that?
Find the radius if the circumference is 43.98. They are now giving me the answer. Right? The formula for circumference is C equals pi d. They're telling me 43.98. Where does that number go, Vinny, in my formula? Under the
Number.
it is a number. Here's your formula. Here's your formula. The number goes under. You see, let him. You're telling him he doesn't know. He knows. This is the circumference. So that number goes here. 43.98 equals pi d. Remember, pi is a number. I wish pi were gone, so I would have d alone. Liam, how do I make pi go away?
Divide by
Everyone's answering so well for you, right? Because 3.14 divided by 3.14 makes 1. So D equals, calculator, 43.98 divided by pi
13.9.
is,
13.9.
rounded to the nearest 10, is 14.
I'm wrong.
Let's go back and see if we answered the question.
No.
Find the radius. Did I find the radius?
No.
No. David, how do I find the radius? 'Cause you're so excited. Yes, so 14 divided by 2 is the radius, 7 meters. Boy, you guys are excited about that. Yes, sir.
Can I please sit down now?
Are you going to lean back in your chair?
No.
Then you may.
It's already. No.
Okay.
We good, Vinny?
Now, sometimes we don't need the whole circle, right? If I'm going to have my contractor frame this window, you know how you actually put like woodwork around the window? Like some pretty woodwork around here,
Oh, yeah,
and paint it, right? I used to have a window like this above my door in my house. Okay, right? I need to know how much wood I need to frame this window. All right? What part of a circle is this?
Yeah.
What part of a circle is this?
A half moon.
It's a half, isn't it? This is not a whole circle. That's a half a circle, guys. Hi, half a circle. So I'm gonna write C equals pi d, but I'm actually gonna put a half here. Because I always forget at the end to divide it by 2, and I actually did that one period today, even though I've done this question 1,000 times, really. Because I don't have it recorded. All right, so I like to put it right in the front. I'm gonna take half, all right? Let's see what the diameter is. This is what is the distance from, if the radius is 20. So if the radius is 20, raise your hand to tell me my diameter.
40.
Great job raising your hand. 40, right? Yeah. So C equals 1/2 pi times 40. 1/2 pi times 40 is 62.8. You good with that? Why not? What's wrong? I did round. 0.8. 62.8. Okay. Now, is that, this is a tough question. I hope you're ready. I need a good color. Okay. Is that the distance around this entire window? No, what's missing? This 40, right? That's the diameter of the circle. So now we're gonna add 40, 102.8 inches. Awesome, yes,
Run it for our phone. We'll give our phone.
I do, yes. All right,
Is that yes or no?
you said do I mind, and I mind.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, actually.
All right, so if the table has a diameter of 36 inches, I think you know better than that. If the table has a diameter of 36 inches, so I'm gonna write D equals 36. What is the total distance around the table? Say I wanna put little stickers all the way around. What formula, Liam Newbrook, tells me all the way around? You got it. Do I know the diameter, Brooklyn? What is it? All right, so I'm gonna do pi 36. Uh-oh, do I need the whole circle?
Yeah.
Just
do that.
What is this? Half. I'm gonna stick a half here. Almost forgot again. 1/2 pi times 36 is 56.5. You with me? Got it.
We have to add the
56.5. And then add 36. You got it. Plus 36. 56.5 plus 36 equals 92.5. 92.5. 92.5 what? Inches. Fantastic job.